What's up, guys? This is Vulcan here. We're diving into the first week impressions of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Let's just get it started. What's up, guys? The Vulcan Kid here, and we're gonna go over the first week impressions of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Let's look at the pros of the game. So always want to look at the pros first. Let's look straight into some PC aspects of the version. Optimization. Optimization is a big key when it comes to Call of Duty, because Ghost last year was absolute shit. Most people couldn't run the shit. Sluggish graphics, sluggish FPS, stutters across the map, just broken, straight fucking broken. And that was probably a PC player's worst fear when Advanced Warfare was announced and when it was released for PC, was whether or not this game will be optimized, because they showed rarely any PC gameplay before the game has actually been released. So launching into Call of Duty Advanced Warfare for the first time, I was blown away. Optimized just like Black Ops 2, you could say. I could definitely say it was around like Black Ops 2. Sort of gameplay and how smooth the graphics were. So that was definitely a plus. Logged in straight 90 FPS on all high to max settings. It was great. It was just fantastic, and it was highly enjoyable. So for anybody that is on PC that is questioned buying Call of Duty Advanced Warfare because of this, definitely go for it, because it will run on your computer. They do have good graphics options, a lot of them, for decreasing them if you do have a lower end system, and it runs very well. So moving into more of the pros of the game, the most excitement I had for Call of Duty was because of the exosuits. Exosuits turned out to be a lot of fun, probably the most fun I've ever had in public matches and doing pubs, and it led to an all-around new kind of feel to the game, and it was highly enjoyable. When it comes to the competitive aspect of Call of Duty, exosuits definitely are not viable. Anytime my competitive team does pugs and scrims, we do have esports settings, and we do take off exosuits because it would ruin the competitive aspect of the game when you can get across the map pretty fucking quickly and just be almost anywhere instantaneously because of how fast exosuit movements are. So I mean, it's fun for public matches, disabling it for the more competitive aspect, and also just if you just aren't feeling the exosuits. Moving on to the guns we have, the list and groups of guns they have: ARs, SMGs, shotguns. Note, I haven't used shotguns, I haven't used light machine guns. I've used the special weapons. I've used riot shield a couple times just for the hell of it. I've used the crossbow, so those are pretty cool. But I haven't really used too many of the shotguns. Maybe once or twice I picked it up off the ground, but I haven't used it too often. But when it comes down to the ARs and the submachine guns, they do have a well-balanced list of variant guns. My favorite in the AR group being the Bal 27 and AK, and in the submachine group being the ASM-1, which has just absolute great hip fire and has a great fire rate. Probably one of the best SMGs in that category. The Bal 27 is definitely an excellent gun, and is excellent also in competitive matches, which you are able to use. And all around, they did do a good job at bringing some balanced guns into the game. There's a lot of submachine guns I don't use personally that I thought were absolutely like almost pointless even putting into the game, such as that MAC-10. It's just an absolutely pointless gun unless you are 2 feet from somebody, which is just retarded. Going into the kill streaks aren't too overpowered. The kill streaks are very interesting. There's a lot of different ones they put into the game, such as you would think, like some of the drones you can use. You can use a drone that you pretty much fly around the map, and then you see somebody, you click, and it like flies and blows up into them. Like, it's a really weird, just time-consuming kill streak to use, and I would have rather saw something as the Predator missile used instead. But hey, what are you gonna do? They have some pretty cool ones, and it's definitely a lot of new ones that I have never seen before. Going on to the EXO abilities, as you can see, me using the cloak right now is one of the EXO abilities you can use, and it's the EXO abilities are definitely a cool new concept they put into the game, and it was highly enjoyable to use some of them. There's a couple of them that I really don't see why they put in the game, such as one that allows you to float midair. Like, I will never understand that and the reasoning behind them actually putting that into the game. But I mean, hey, it's new stuff. Some people might enjoy it. I don't see the point of it. It was absolutely pointless. Another thing is the way you shoot off grenades is pretty interesting. You have a launcher, and then there's all different types of grenades you can launch out of the launcher, from stun grenades, frag grenades, semtexes, EMP grenades, so a couple new ones, and they're really cool to use. You can actually launch a like tracking drone, which is pretty cool. But that was a new way to implement grenades into the system, and it's actually been put in pretty well. So that was actually a really cool feature in how you shoot off grenades into the more advanced warfare aspect, you could say. Um, Moving into some of the cons of the game, um, for PC, the matchmaking at the moment isn't too great. When you want to find team deathmatches, dominations, and free-for-alls, it usually works out pretty well. You can find a match fairly quickly. But we move into like hardpoint, some of these new game modes, and especially classic game modes where the exosuit is disabled, which I'd like to use a lot. I can't find not one person. It's so hard. You could sit there forever, and you'll have 3 people get into the match and never find anybody else. It's just that's something that I hope they would fix, and it's one of the things that I definitely would like to see fixed in the future, so I can am able to play without exosuits if I choose need be, and play some new the game modes that they've actually put into the game. And I don't know if it's because lack of people on PC, but I've seen there's 25k people on PC, so I don't see why you could actually not find anybody. Another thing that's pretty cool though actually is the customization on the supply drops. You get a rarity drop of items to customize with your character, and that's something that was really cool that they put in the game. And it's definitely something that I hope they add more items throughout like the DLCs they release and everything, because that would be pretty awesome. And they've also put back in the Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 emblem customization and creator, and being able to do that is just awesome. I always loved the emblem creator, and in this Call of Duty it actually goes straight on your weapons, straight on your character when you make it, so you don't have to unlock it, it just goes straight there, and it's a good way to make your character feel like it's unique and make it feel like it's apart from everybody else. And when it comes to any game, that's always definitely cool. It's definitely nice to see that you can be different than anybody else in the Call of Duty atmosphere. And the rarity drops definitely give you that advantage. So if you guys have been wondering why if you should pick up Call of Duty Advanced Warfare or not, after a first week, I can definitely say I've got 60 bucks out of my game. And I could definitely see Call of Duty Advanced Warfare growing in the future and become bigger than any other Call of Duty in the past. With that said, you guys have a great day.